What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF the Network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can donate to the channel, go to OBF the Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. All right, man. Goddamn Democrats, people. That's why. Listen, this is why I say you have to research these candidates, man. So we got a Democrat candidate that's in Maine, running against Susan Collins, and she's horrible. Has a Nazi tattoo on his chest. Said he got it in the Marines and all that other shit. We gonna break it down. Before we even get started, to this candidate that's in Maine, this dude, I don't even know fuck his name. You need to resign right now. Get out the race. Get your ass out the race. See, even if he wins, this still does not take away the stink of it to other candidates, to the whole party, right? So he got to go. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is the Democrat leadership is doing. He got to go. And listen, people, and this is one of the real reasons why I'm not a Democrat. I'm not beholden to no party. So listen, look, I get out the gate on Republicans. I told y'all, Democrats ain't no different than Republicans to me. The only difference is one less evil than other. That's it. But let's get into this. I listen, and I'm listen. People, I'll probably go off. I'll probably go.
A tattoo, the internet, and a high-stakes primary election for Maine's Senate seat. And tonight, old social media posts may be coming back to haunt Graham Plattner. He is the Democratic hopeful looking to fill Susan Collins' seat. And this week, Plattner said that he covered...
And just let me say something. Like, do it shock me that it's racist-ass Democrats in Maine? It's Maine, people. Ain't no black people out there, bitch. I guarantee you, black people probably like 0.5% of black people that live in fucking Maine. Who the fuck lives in Maine, bro? Listen, one of my white friends that I'm cool with, he from Maine, right? That I used to work with. He from Maine. His family, all of them, they all from Maine. His brother is a bigot. I believe he is. Right? But I ain't 100% sure. But I believe his brother is a bigot. He'll say real fucked up jokes and shit. That's why I never hung around him again. Because I said if he said that shit again to me, I'd have smacked the shit out of him. Right? Like, and I kept my cool because I didn't want to fuck up the house at the time. Like, you get what I mean? Fuck up my friend's house. I didn't want to, but I told him, I said, man, don't say that shit to me no more. But I believe it was a joke, but I didn't like it. It was like almost, you know how people make racist jokes and shit? I didn't like that shit. And mind you, I was the only black dude there, but I think it was probably an Indian dude there. A couple of, Chinese people was there, but it was a lot of white people there and shit. But that was when I first met him. Like, this was like years ago. It's like over 10 years ago. But I mean, come on, man. It's Maine. Ain't no motherfucking black people out there in Maine. So am I shocked that it's a racist Democrat person out there? I'm not shocked. I told you some white liberals is racist as a bitch. A lot of them bigots. I told you I believe Joe Biden behind closed doors is in a closet bigot. I genuinely believe that. It's being real. Jerry Jones is a bigot. Just being real. You got to understand, some of these old-ass white folks They grew up in a certain generation. These are like baby bloomers or whatever the fuck they call, but these motherfuckers like back in segregation days and shit. So these motherfuckers, like the Joe Bidens and the Jerry Jones of the world, the Trumps of the world, are you really that shocked that they racist or bigots? Shit, it wouldn't shock me if Nancy Pelosi is a racist. Like, seriously. Lisa bigot. Yo, they grew up in a way different time. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Anyway, that's why these motherfuckers get old like that. They shouldn't be in office. Because their time has came. It's no way you can, like, you at a certain age, bro, you can't really grow no more than what the fuck you are at something 70 and 80 years old. There's nothing for else. What you growing for? At this time, nigga, it's just time to relax and just be blessed that you wake up every motherfucking day and enjoy the life when you wake up. You ever be around old people? They bored. They don't do shit. Because number one, they too goddamn old to be doing shit. They can't move like they used to. Their brains don't click like it used to. Nigga, they be bored. That's why a lot of them be chilling. Why you see old people sitting on the porch and shit just chilling. Just saying, people. Let's move on.
This tattoo that some people said looked like a Nazi symbol. And here's what it looks like right now. You can see it there. He claims that he didn't know what it meant when he got it.
You know
looks like you're on YouTube watching a musician that can do it all. But did you know there's a YouTube music app that does it all with?
See it there.
You know what's bothering me too? Like, I have a lot more respect for Democrats than I do Republicans. For this one thing. It seems like they do be vetting their candidates. Here and there they fuck up with a candidate with a scandal. Right? They did some illegal shit, or they had an affair, or something crazy. You know, something simple that politicians fuck around and get caught doing. Right? But this racist shit, it's not normal to catch Democrats on some, like, got some racist type of shit with them, right? Or a candidate. It's very rare. The Democrats usually, do their homework on these people, right? So it's very rare. Once in a blue they'll pop up, but it's just rare with this. What you getting, cereal, Boop? All right. It's just very rare. No, I'm talking. I'm live, Boop. It's just very rare that you see some shit like this, though. But does it shock me? No. Don't shock me at all. Don't shock me. And believe me, I'm not angry about it. It's like with MAGA people. I don't be angry at them for being racist. I'm glad you come out and be racist. See, I don't like this is what I don't like about this candidate. Just be racist. Say you racist, bro.
He claims that he didn't know what it meant when he got it.
Are you a secret Nazi?
I am not a secret Nazi. We did what Marines on Liberty do, and we decided to go get a tattoo. And we went to a tattoo parlor in Split, Croatia, and we chose.
Listen, part of me believed that he probably got the tattoo and didn't know it was a Nazi tattoo or whatever, right? But after a while, matter of fact, he'll explain it. We'll get into it some more. Let this lying piece of shit continue to lie, to make a bigger hole for himself. But anyway,
terrifying looking skull and crossbones off the wall because we were Marines, and skulls and crossbones are a pretty standard military thing.
But CNN's K-File dug up Planter's now deleted Reddit post from 6 years ago that undercut that claim. In one thread, Planter Plattner weighed in on a conversation about the Totenkopf, which is the Nazi version of the skull and crossbones. And someone else in the thread brought up the fact that some of the Navy SEALs use the so-called Punisher skull as their emblem. And Plattner writes in part, when I was in Ramadi as a Marine grunt, the SEAL platoon we worked closely with for the deployment all had the Punisher skull spray painted on their armor carriers. CNN also spoke to an acquaintance of Plattner's from more than a decade ago who said that he spoke about his tattoo resembling a Nazi symbol. And a second person told CNN that the acquaintance told them that Plattner had described it as a Nazi-style design. Plattner's
just blatant, just lying, yo. He just lying. This. Can I just say this? Can I just say that? No, I don't know the relationship that these people that came out and guess was friends of his. I don't know their status or their relationship now. But if y'all found out about this somehow, some way, y'all should have. I don't know. Maybe they found out what he said about the tattoo or whatever, his Nazi style design, and they probably fucked him up, and they probably stop being his friend or whatever. I don't know their relationship. But what's bothering me is that this dude, this happened 6 years ago when you had this conversation. People don't change like that, people. Like, you get what I mean? If he said this shit 6 years ago, 6 years ago from now, that was 2019. That wasn't that long ago. Look, time been flying. Don't get me wrong. Right? It's already get ready to go to 2026. I get it. But that was 6 years ago. People, that wasn't that long ago. People don't change like that. People don't all of a sudden change and like, I'm a good person. I'm a Democrat. I got values and all this stuff. No. If you have racist beliefs 6 years ago, and 6 years later, you telling me, I'm reformed racist. Like, I'm not going to believe you. That's why he's supposed to just drop out the goddamn race. Like, no, I can't believe you. Like, seriously, nobody changes like that in 6 years, people. Sorry. I don't give a fuck how much counseling you get. I'm still working on myself. And I'm, getting counseling and working on myself for that in 15 years. I ain't all the way together. So I know goddamn well in 6 years, this dude, he was believing what he was believing, and all of a sudden now, he a good Samaritan and shit, or he care about others? Bullshit, bro. Bullshit. Sorry. This is a blatant lie. I didn't know everybody in the military was getting it. It's like a kid. Well, what's the name in them was doing it too? Everybody in the military was getting this. Hey, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Let's move on, man.
Declined to comment on this story.
And this is why I don't, that word patriot, I can't stand when people use that damn word. And I don't give a fuck if you served in the military. You don't get no pass for being no fucking racist. Getting Nazi tattoos and shit. I don't give a fuck you served this country, put your life on the line. I don't care. That don't mean shit. Because if deep down inside of you, you hate people. Anyway, let's move on. This dude is a goddamn lie, man. Listen. Democrat leadership, this motherfucker should be gone. You won't get behind Mamdani, but y'all behind him. Nah, bro. Nah. Let's move on. Shout out to the Mamdani in New York.
It goes from bad to worse. What now, Sochi? And why are so many Democrats unwilling to say this is not going to work? This is not acceptable.
Well, I think this new report.
Because listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what's really happening too. The reason you don't see this shit, they used to, like, if some shit like a scandal like this pop up, especially like this, nigga, out. gone. Democrats will kick your ass out of the party real quick. This modern day fucking corporate Democrats, these are the worst. And mind you, they've been around for years, so they've been fucked up. That's why everybody, like, you think about people like me always say, like, the fucking Democrat Party, like, yo, y'all fuck a bunch of losers, bro. You don't fight back, and then the shit that you don't step up and fight back on some more principled shit to a certain extent, like this shit, you should be like, nah, get him the fuck up out of here. He don't represent us. We didn't vet him right. That's on us. We apologize to the American people, to the people of Maine. Like, it's not hard to just get this motherfucker out. I know you want to win, but you don't want to win like this. Seriously. Listen, I told you, I won't stoop down to certain levels of MAGA. It's just, I won't go so far. Like, this shit right, no, bro, no. No. Let's move on.
Change things, and I think that he actually needs to think about getting out of the race. You just mentioned this is a high stakes race. Democrats don't want to be talking about this next fall. This is a seat.
Right, and think about this. You still got a whole year. And see, and this is what happened. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is what bothers me about the fucking Democrat Party. This is the same shit that they did to the former Vice President Harris. This is what they did to her with Joe Biden. You knew Joe wasn't. You knew Joe wasn't like that. He didn't have it. Joe actually was sick, and they tried to cover it up, and they just linger until he fell apart. And how much y'all want to bet that the fucking Democrat Party do the same goddamn shit in this same incident, same situation? It might be a little faster, just because this motherfucker is on some racist shit. But listen, man. Let me say this too. This is why I say to the Jewish people that keep on trying to say people are anti-Semitic against Jewish people because we don't support Israel. No, we don't support the Israel government, and we're gonna criticize that. But you see how easy it is for me to say nah. Because this Nazi shit don't have nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with black folks. On real talk. Really don't. This is a white people issue. This ain't a black person's issue. I mean, we really want to be real honest about it. But partly it is. Because we good people like that. And at the same time, he did partly say some racist shit about black people. Stereotype black people. Well, it's Texas and shit he did back in the day. It's some shit that he said back in the day, or I think it was on Twitter. So, yeah. But this really ain't our issue. This is more of the Jewish people issue. For all the Jewish people that get all upset at black folks because we criticize Israel government and Netanyahu Bibi, for y'all to be sitting out here, we anti-Semitic, fuck you. Look how easy it was for me to be like, man, fuck this Nazi. But it is what it is.
Potentially Democrats could flip that could cost us potential control of the Senate. And so I think that there needs to be a little bit more pressure on him to resign. I think that it has gone too far. And the fact
First of all, listen, I can see. And listen, this is why I give Democrats the benefit of the doubt at this point, right? To this point. When he first came out, he basically said he didn't even know that it was that. People get tattoos all the time, people. You don't really kind of know it. Right? Like people get tattoos, they don't know what the fuck they put in. You get what I mean? So, all right, I'm cool with that. Right? I believe he did get the tattoo covered up too. So that's why I know he lied. Why would you get the tattoo? Well, no. Because if he found out that the tattoo was blah, 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 yeah, I would get it covered up too. So I give him that. But this nigga lied. He lied and said he didn't even know that it was a Nazi tattoo. But we gonna find out, yeah, he did. Disqualified. You lied about this shit. And we know you're a lying ass racist. Listen, I'd respect him more if he say, look, I'm a redeemed. I changed my life of being a racist. I put the work in. Yes, I believe in Nazism and I blah, blah, blah. I'd have respected that more. But this motherfucker just get out here just straight line and shit. Like, no, bro, no. Democrat Party, listen, I'm just telling y'all, if the Democrat Party do not come out and make this motherfucker get out and speak bad about him, or, you know what I mean, go at him, they lose in the midterms. He's going to be the main reason, the biggest reason why they lose the midterms. See, all the candidates around this country got to be on the same page. That's why Donald Trump won. And a lot of people that ride with him win. Because they on code. Regardless if they win or lose, they always on code. This shit here, no. This shit can fuck up other people's fight to win seats. To win their district or, you know what I mean, to win their seats. This could affect a lot of other Democrats that got nothing to do with him. And it didn't say this motherfucker win, didn't put all our Democrats that probably some of them that condone this shit and ain't backing them. Now their constituents asking, is you gonna work with this racist? Like, what answer you can give after that? Like, I mean, on some more shit, I say no. But the reality is, you most likely got to work with this racist piece of shit. And if the Democrat strategy is, all right, he's winning, because he's winning the primary right now, right? He's really winning. But you got a whole year. Shit can change. Them polls can change. Listen. If they think they can just ride this out and he win, and y'all think y'all can hide him out by not putting him on committees or nothing that shit, listen, the one thing I know about the Republican Party, the MAGA Party, nigga, they are going to keep bringing him up every chance they get. They do something fucked up, they going to blame this dude. Because that's what they do. Anytime they fuck up, they blame Democrats. You think you'll see what I'm saying? Listen.
We are a year from the election, and we are talking about a scandal involving, something that at this point is solvable. If he were to get out of the race, Democrats could potentially have another rising candidate and could go ahead and beat Susan Collins. But at this point,
mind you, it's more than that. And I think that's why the Democrat Party are very skeptical about not riding with him. Because they already put the groundwork in with this motherfucker. Now, if they say fuck him, some of the voters going to be like, well, this new candidate, did you vet this motherfucker? Like you supposed to? Like, listen, but I'm just going to say this to the Democrat leadership. This is what having morals, it comes with. You got to stand on something. You got to believe, you got to believe in something. You just, listen, understand you want to win. Sometimes you don't win off of standing off of morals and principles. We know that. We get it. I understand it, but look, the Democrat leadership is in a hard position right now. For me, it's easy, but I get it. Like, I'm not narrow-minded like that, not to understand the pressure of that shit, of being a leader. Like, yo, if they really just say, fuck this dude, you know, the voters might turn on Democrats, because it's Maine, too. I'm just telling you, the dynamics and the structure in Maine is very different than other states. But, all right, you can lose this state if you stand on morals. But if you stand with this motherfucker, you can fuck up everybody else shit outside of Maine. Is it really worth it? I know you want to get the Senate, but is it really worth it? To where you back, you still don't have no power because you're gonna lose seats fucking with this dude. So it's a fucked up situation. But for me, it's easy. Get that racist the fuck up out of there. He already lied. You can't lie to my fucking face and say that you didn't know that it wasn't a Nazi tattoo, and then try to pretend that you changed. Like, no, bro, no. Get him out of here.
Moves forward, Democrats aren't winning the seat.
I hate to break the news to you, but he's winning the primary by 30 points.
Well, I mean,
Getting
it's
a
like
Nazi
get out.
tattoo, getting a Nazi tattoo made him more popular.
I don't think
More
it made him more
popular
popular.
among Democrats.
And look, and you see Scott Jennings is excited about this because he's a racist. Because he want Democrats to be racist. Because he racist. The whole fucking Republican Party is a racist organization at this point. They want the Democrats to have racist people like them on their side so the country could be what they want it to be. So he's very excited about this. This ain't about winning. Because, listen, if that dude wins, they keep him in, he wins, that helps Republicans regardless. It's not going to help Democrats. And that's why I understand why the Democrat leadership is not like coming straight out saying, hey man, get this motherfucker up out of here. But Scott Jennings is giddy about this shit. You see how giddy he is about racism? Racist people? Just check his demeanor.
Got a guy running for attorney general in Virginia who wants to murder Republicans, and he raised $500,000 off
People have
of it.
also
You got
said-
Nazi tattoo guy in Maine. I sat out here for
Listen,
a year.
And I said this. I don't condone violence. I don't condone threatening people like that. No. I don't give a fuck when that happened. He should not be running. Nobody should be. Democrats should not be behind this dude. Like, no, I listen, I'm very against, people, I think it's Virginia, people that are Democrats, I get it. And just Virginia Democrat, I get it. I understand. But it's certain lines that we just can't cross on some moral shit. Right? Do not vote for that dude. I'm against that dude. Fuck him. You can't listen, people say shit out of anger a lot of times. You could be pushed, but it's a certain level of responsibility that you gotta have. Where you just can't say whatever the fuck because you mad. And then, like, how mad are you? Right? Like, in a way, right? How mad are you when you got time to put this shit out on text or like some type of messenger, or I think, what was it, Twitter? It was one of those things. He put that shit out, and that's how it came out. Right? Like, how mad really are you? You had time to think about saying this shit. How mad are you? Like, nah, bro. People in Virginia do not vote for that attorney general. If you Democrats, you should not vote for him. Listen, I get it. I understand you don't want a Republican there. I get it. But we can't stoop down to the levels that they do. And shame on the Democrat. This is why I'm not a Democrat. Shame on the Democrat Party. Leadership. Like, yo, why y'all allowed this shit? Oh, he apologized. I don't give a fuck. First of all, nigga, don't apologize to us. Apologize to the Republicans who you was talking about. Apologize to them and their family. Or the person who you was talking about. Nigga, we fuck out of here. No, bro. This is why, listen, man. This is why I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. Because of shit like this. Because this shit is easy for me on some moral level to say, nah, bro, I can't rock with you. But when you're a politician, or you know, to a certain party, you just jump in line. You get online with some shit. Oh, he's worse though. Nah. Yeah, he might be worse, but this motherfucker ain't no better. On all boards. On all levels. Like, it's a certain level you can't cross for me. I'll vote for vice. I voted for Vice President Harris. Former Vice President Harris. And she's a corporate Democrat. But she damn sure morally was better than Trump. It's certain levels of moral shit that I can't, if you ain't on my level with, like, I can't rock with you. People kept saying, oh, she went against Israel, government doing whatever. Nigga, she proved that, but she fully couldn't go full crazy on that because of the fact she still was working for Biden. But it is what it is. But nah, get both of them the fuck up out of here. Two people, Scott Jennings broke up. Get them both the fuck out of here. I wouldn't vote for them.
Years listening to every Democrat at this table say, Donald Trump's a Nazi, Elon's a Nazi, and your party is now in love with a guy with a Nazi tattoo who trained a left-wing paramilitary group and called himself an Antifa super soldier on the internet, and he's going up every day. Good luck getting him out.
Your president.
Good luck getting him
The
out.
person you nominated
Good luck.
pardoned 1,600.
First of all, just because you say Antifa is a terrorist group or Trump said it, I don't give a fuck what you talking about Antifa. The fuck is you talking about? Like I said, I don't care about that. They keep bringing up Antifa like that shit means something to me. It doesn't. I don't know no Antifa, nigga. And if Antifa stand for anti-fascist, I'm okay with that. I'm Antifa, nigga. I don't like fascists. I despise fascists. So I don't understand what's your beef. But anyway, as far as this dude, and he trying to say, oh, the Democrat Party, come on, bro. Mother, oh, we calling Trump Nazis and all that. Listen, first of all, we can back it up. It ain't like we lying. It's not like we lying about this shit. It's not like we lying. We can back it up or why we call MAGA racist. Shit, Scott Jennings, I can back it up about why I call you a racist. And it's going to be factual. And you can't deny it. So kiss my ass. But listen, let's move on.
Insurrectionist. I don't think the Republican
It's
Party
not gonna
has
work. You're not going
room
to wash
to
away
talk
the
right
Nazi
now.
tattoo with
I'm
old
not
talking
saying,
points.
and what
Not
did I
gonna
just
work.
say? What did I just say? I said that he should.
First of all, it is a difference from a motherfucker having a Nazi tattoo than January 6th motherfuckers. Because it was Nazi, they had Nazi signs, flags, all that shit. They were saying all types of racist shit out there. They was violent. They tried to take over the fucking Congress. So Scott Jennings, listen, this is why I know he a racist. Like, you're sitting up here, you're mad about this dude got a Nazi tattoo. Cool. I'm with you on that. But don't try to sit on some moral principle shit. You are friends. Keying it with, supported, voted for a dude that pardoned January 6th domestic terrorists. That you, a couple of years before that, you were saying Trump shouldn't run no more, but when you seen him, his movement was back moving again, you jumped on the bandwagon like you normally do because you're a fucking in a closet racist. But your racism, it comes out all the time. That's why I can prove to Scott Jennings that he's a fucking racist. Listen, any Democrat came out and defended the January 6th people, let's just say they was all Democrat people. They was Biden people. And they was all that. If anybody in the Democrat Party would have defended that shit, if that say that was AOC, I'd have told AOC, fuck her. I'd have talked bad about AOC every day. I'd have said AOC is a goddamn traitor to the country. It's not hard. But when you don't have no morals or principles, and when you are one of them January 6th motherfuckers, you just ain't got the guts to do it. See, they had guts to go do what they did. So a part of me actually respect them in a way. But they still traitors to the country. I hope any of you January 6th motherfuckers that he all pardoned and y'all had anything to do with storming the Capitol, I hope y'all at home, I hope y'all feel like shit because you ain't shit. And you're a bunch of traitors to the country. Fuck out of here.
Fine.
Good luck.
And I think the Democrats
I'm
should
sorry,
all
make
speak
an
up.
argument that it should stay in. You seem to
Well,
be
look,
very eager to defend his strength.
I am but a humble political analyst, and I will just tell you that when you're winning a race by
Yo, he's a cocksucker, bro. Like I said, see, Scott Jennings couldn't be in my face. I'll probably smack. I'm with non-violence, but people, I ain't perfect. Scott Jennings will make me smack the shit out of him. He's one of those white racists that he's like an antagonizing motherfucker. Like he'll push your button to where you probably gotta smack the shit out of him. Cause he like to play around with your psyche of like you stupid. Like I couldn't be politically correct sitting in front of or trying to somewhat be civil in a way, sitting in front of a person like Scott Jennings, having a conversation about certain things. I probably cut Scott Jennings out soon. He started doing that slick shit that he like to do, that condescending talking to. Now don't condescending talk to me like you on some moral level principles, like you better. You believe in lies. You believe in a liar. You don't get to sit here and tell me that what I believe in or what you think. What you think don't matter because you believe in a lie. You believe in racism and bigotry and homophobia. Your morally credibility of talking about somebody else doing something wrong don't even matter at this point. You support Trump. So you irrelevant. If you really think about it on a moral talking shit, you can do that little political tap dancing you do, but morally, you can't speak to me. But let's move on.
30 points. If a pundit on television tells you, well, you need to think about dropping out, you laugh in their face.
I don't know.
This is a year out.
I feel like you ought to take the
Listen, I'm happy to be an anti-fascist super soldier. I'm completely fine with that. But look at this little creep, Scott. He's so excited that this happened. Let me go at this weird fuck for a second.
Because, and another thing, it takes the pressure off the the Republicans for all their little grooming racist soldiers that they've been grooming in the young Republicans. Now that shit goes out of the way because of this Nazi. Because of this dude with the Nazi tattoo. So everybody talking about this shit. When Democrats should have just put this shit to rest right away. But this shit gonna linger. And this is why I think the Democrats like losing. I genuinely believe this. It's almost like I believe the Democrat Party is especially the corporate Democrat Party, part of it's a big 10 of that. Like it's about 80, 85, maybe 90% of corporate Democrats. And I believe they intentionally helping the Republicans take over the country. That's just my honest opinion. That's maybe even be a conspiracy theory if you want to call it that. But I really genuinely believe that the behavior of the Democrat leadership mind boggles me. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? What are we debating? What are y'all thinking about? He lied. There's one thing he said I didn't know about if the tattoo was that. Okay, then when we find out that you said this shit and you lied, no, bro, you got to go. It's not hard. Like, what are y'all doing? And listen, I don't give a fuck. This is why I couldn't be a politician. Ain't no chain of command or when I'm representing my people and represent my morals if I'm a politician. I don't give a fuck what y'all doing. Y'all accept that? Hey, man, I don't fuck with him. He need to drop out the race. And I'm telling all Democrats, don't vote for him. That's in Maine. That's what you do. This gymnastic bullshit that the Democrat leadership is doing is bullshit. That's why I have almost a conspiracy. I really believe that they're helping Trump. They just helping him. Because they really kind of want this shit. Let's move on. Bipartisanship and all that other dumb shit. They ain't even doing that with y'all no more. Fuck y'all talking about?
You see how he was obviously absent when those group texts came out from those Republicans? Like, he wasn't anywhere to be found on CNN. And I think Plattner should go F himself. But I'll talk about that later. This isn't...
And that's true. And that's true. Because Scott Jennings was actually running for the Kentucky Senate seat. He's trying to take Mitch McConnell's seat. When that the young Republicans, Texas came out, that messenger, whatever they did, Scott Jennings wasn't on TV for about a week. Now all of a sudden he pops up. That's why I said he's a fraud himself. He's full of shit. But I told you he is smart racist. He's not a stupid racist. He's smart. He says dumb shit, but he's a smart racist. I told you people can play dumb and still be smart. Is it morally good? No. And actually make you look weak when you play dumb. Like, why are you playing dumb to fit in with somebody or the organization or whatever? No, I'm not playing dumb to the motherfuckers. But listen, like, it's like Mega. Like, I don't play dumb, like, try to play dumb to try to understand where they're coming from. For what? If you're not smart enough or have a high moral level, why am I dumbing myself down to try to explain something to you? Morally. Just on some moral shit. I am not dumbing my moral, the moral part of me down to try to help you see some shit that you should already see on some moral level. It ain't my fault you ain't got no fucking morals. The fuck that got to do with me? But anyway, let's move on.
Again, this isn't a theme in the Democratic Party. This isn't a pattern. I've said this 1,000 times. We can go with how many things we can go. We can go with the Jews are starting the California fires with space lasers. How about we can go with the Jews will not replace us chanting in the streets? How about the classic Nazi salute that Scott, along with every damn near every Republican, defended and said, no, it wasn't that. It wasn't a Nazi salute.
Listen, you don't even have to go down that route to defend yourself on a moral level to somebody like Scott Jennings and a lot of these stupid megas. Not on a moral level. I'm not debating immoral people about morals that they claim they have or question me about my morals. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm not doing that. I get what he's saying because they on that platform and they should be doing that. But myself, I would just tell Scott Jennings straight up, you don't got the more high ground to talk to me about nothing. Yeah, let us deal what we deal with. Go deal with y'all fucking. Oh, what you just forgot? You weren't here for a whole fucking week. What did you say that was against them fucking Republicans, them young Republicans that had that whole text message about racism? I mean, being racist and shit and Nazis. That was worse than this dude having a fucking tattoo. Like, my honest opinion, but by him lying about it, it makes it even worse than just him just having the fucking tattoo and maybe he didn't know about it. But, you know, Scott Jennings, you can't morally talk to me. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just tell him, you can't talk to me. Don't talk to me. And then he actually goes even farther. And this is why I say it is no reaching. It's no bipartisanship. Bipartisanship. It's no kumbaya. Is no calming down the rhetoric. Because Republicans do not, and MAGA do not respect morals. They just don't. They don't have any. So how do they respect morals? So this whole notion we got to calm down the rhetoric on both sides. He's back doing it again. Watch.
Love. Yes, because the man that said empathy is a human flaw was spreading love. Like, shut the F up. How about we can go with the white replacement theory that Republicans constantly talk about? Like, should we go more? How about more recent, right? They might bitch about that. Should we go more recent? What happened recently? Anything comes to mind?
Introducing the X-Tool Apparel Printer. It's the all-in-one solution for your apparel.
My bad, people.
What happened recently? Anything comes to mind? Yes, and we could go the group of Republicans saying they love Hitler and want gas chambers for their opponents. Like, why is no one bringing that up?
First of all, and it was Republicans when this shit came out with these text messages or messengers or whatever. It was Republicans on CNN on national TV defending what the fuck J.D. Vance was saying, that these was children. It's not a big deal. We need to get over it. Well, my whole thing is this then. If that's the case, if y'all defended that, don't come here now. Start talking about, oh, it's a bad thing. No. Okay, cool. We going and I think it's a bad strategy for Democrats morally. But I would tell Republicans, MAGA like Scott, just don't come over here telling us what we shouldn't defend. You got the vice president, not my vice president, shouldn't be your vice president, but he's the goddamn vice president of the country, telling us that, hey, you know what? We need to get over it. They're kids, you know. Mind you, these motherfuckers in their 30s and 40s. Please stop. They're not children. Listen, if you are over 21 years old and you're a little racist, you're not a child. You can drink legally, you can serve in the military, you can get your license, you can do all adult shit, own guns, everything. You can get married. You can do all types of shit. Don't tell me these motherfucking little young Republicans was children. Young people do stupid shit. We know that, but not this racist shit. How many young black racists you know? This is a question to everybody. What black races you know? I don't know black racist kids or young folks. I don't know them. Who says they like Hitler? Like, who says that? But you know what? It doesn't even bother me. I mean, and I ain't say it don't bother me. It doesn't even shock me. This is the same party that is okay with Robert E. Lee and Confederates being up. Okay. So it doesn't shock me that you got a whole bunch of young Republicans sitting there talking about they loved Hitler. Them shits is entwined with each other. Let's move on.
You know what Hitler and the Nazis violently did to the Jewish people? Your party talks about this, that they want to do this to their opponents.
And listen, that's what shocked. A part of it shocks me that it's Jewish people that support the Republican Party, but it don't shock me because on the other part, it don't shock me because I keep telling y'all, people keep acting like Hitler was like this different white person. No, he was a goddamn Jew. He was a Jew. Like, what's wrong with y'all? So no, it doesn't shock me that some Jewish people are racist. Listen, it is some racist ass Nazi Jewish people that love Hitler. Like y'all keep acting like they don't. Like it's some of them. If you really want to be real about it, if you dig deep down, I ain't gonna say a lot. Some Jewish people are racist. They are. Motherfuckers keep acting like Jewish people ain't Caucasian or something. Like they just it's just a religion. They still white Europeans. I get people want to separate themselves. I get that. I understand. But no. Jewish people are not even a culture. It's not even a culture. Being a Jewish person is not even a culture. It's a religion. Like, really, to be real about it, you got black Jews. You got Muslim Jews. Like, it's not like people keep acting like white European Jewish people are some type of different race. It's not. Or some type of different culture. It's not. Anyway, let's move on.
How about even more recent? Just 2 days ago, that Trump nominee, Paul Ignacio, something like that, saying he has a bit of a Hitler streak. Like, I mean, come on, Bobby. What are we doing here? Cut the shit.
The agreement when it's happening. I mean, she's saying pretty
No,
clearly.
I want
he should leave
Democrats.
the race.
I want Democrats to be who they are. This is who they are.
This is not
that
who
is
they are.
who they are.
No, it's
Why?
Listen, he's saying that, and this is what I mean. Like, I would cut his ass off. But like, hold on, bro. Hold on. Number one, I ain't a Democrat. And number two, I will support a Democrat over I will support you. Now, would I support this Democrat that's running to be a Democrat? That don't mean that he has Democrat morals or principles. Right? So that's like, you get upset when we say the whole fucking MAGA party is racist, right? So why would you do that and say, oh, that's who they are? Listen, I take offense to try to act like everybody that's Democrats is on some Nazi shit. It's incorrect. But we know anybody that's with MAGA is racist. We know that for a fact. But their whole agenda is, that's why Scott Jennings is saying what he's saying, to try to make the whole Democrat this. Right? It was socialism. It's all these other things that's supposed to be bad. Right? Or is bad. They say that all about the Democrats. That's who the Democrat Party is. Or it's a big wing of that. It ain't a big wing of socialism. What they call socialism, as far as like the AOC, that type of progressive movement, it's not a big tent of that. It gets proven every time you see certain votes. The whole Charlie Kirk shit, nobody in the Democrat Party should have went along with that. If they was really progressive people, nobody would have voted for that. Nobody would have did that. But that's why I said it's a whole part of a little part of the wing, and you've seen it off of that Charlie Kirk shit. I forgot who that was. Was it Congresswoman Crockett that said, I think it was her. And she said, I was very, very disappointed of the white liberals, Democrats. Because all the black, other than Hakeem Jeffries, goofy ass, signed that damn resolution or whatever. And she said, I was shocked that somehow white so-called liberal good people signed off on that racist shit. But like I keep telling people, that's why I'm not a Democrat. I know what's over there in that Democrat Party too. They're not that much different than fucking Republicans. I'm telling y'all. Just telling y'all. Just the Republican Party is just a little worse. It's being real. And people are like, well, why ain't people taking them down? I'm gonna tell you, and more you see the progressives come into the party, they get in office, state-wise, federal-wise, in the Congress-wise. Oh, them corporate Democrats, they will be gone in the next 10 years. It's a progress. They just listen, the corporate Democrats got way too much power in that party right now. They just still do. They got the money. They got everything there. Like they especially got the money back in them. So they can fuck people's lives up with just lying. Remember how when AOC and all them came in, look how Nancy Pelosi disrespected them. Look how she disrespected them. She almost did the work for the Republican Party to ostracize the squad members. It was only like 4 or 5 or maybe 6, but maybe 4 that they always talked about. Look at what they did to Cori Bush. Listen, I'm very frustrated with the progressive party of the Democrat Party, the AOCs of the world. They should be supporting each other more than they do. But like I keep telling people, this is one thing about politics that people don't recognize and do not comprehend. When you get into politics, It changes you. It's like fame. Like if you ever get famous and get rich, it changes you. I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be the most moral person that a motherfucker could know. You get fame and money, get into politics, get seen, especially in this era, it changes you. Politics changes you. Barack Obama wasn't who he was when he first was running. Like when he first was running, well, we love us some Barack. Once his ass got up into them politics, shit changed. That's why people criticize Barack. A lot of people, black people criticize Barack the way they do. But I don't give a fuck. Like I said, to a certain extent, he better than a lot of them motherfucking Republicans. But he changed. Politics will change you. That's why I respect Barack from afar. But I fuck with the former first lady, Michelle Obama. I fuck with her. I listen to her. I don't listen to Barack. I don't fuck with Barack talking about no more. I don't. I genuinely don't. I listen to her. Because it seems to me that she really got her hand or her finger on the pulse. She know what's really, like, she say real shit. And it makes sense to me. But when Barack talk, you just see this nigga, nigga, you a politician now. Nigga, hey, what up, bro? Love you from afar, bro. Respect you from afar, but, man, bro. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit you talk about. But Michelle, yes, I listen to her. Just telling you. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, people, I'm back. Yeah, man. I don't fuck with Barack like that, man. I respect Barack from afar, but I don't fuck with Barack. I fuck with his wife, though. I don't fuck with him, but I fuck with his wife.
Nazis? Is
I'm
that
saying
what
it's
you're saying
it's
to
very
me?
on brand
If
right
I'm
now.
sorry.
Very on brand.
Okay, well, hold on 1 second. Hold on, Scott. Really, like, are you suggesting that, like, a person who wears a Nazi tattoo because he was in the military or whatever is representative of the entire Democratic Party? Is that the?
I'm only reading the polling, Abby. When all this story
No. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. And see, that's that same rhetoric that they was saying. The tensions of why Charlie Kirk got killed and all this other shit. But they right back doing the same shit. Oh, I'm only going by the polls. That's in Maine. How does that speak for everybody that's a voter in the Democrat Party? That's in Maine. How many fucking white people? Never mind. Listen, this is why it's no reason. It's no reasoning with MAGA. That's why I said turn down for what? Like these dudes, I said this shit like almost a month ago. Listen, turn down for what? Turn what rhetoric down? What are you talking about? These dudes get on national TV and say fucked up, horrible shit about people that disagree with them. I'm not even a Democrat and I'm still offended that you trying to group everybody to be something. Because I know how it feels as a black person. If a black person do something or a few black people do something, you think all of us like that. And that's the fucking issue. So for him to sit in and say that, this is what we talking about. This is why we call y'all racist.
Talking about it, he literally got more popular. He's beating the incumbent governor.
You realize
30
you
points.
realize that he's running in one state. In
And what do that matters? He's winning in Maine. He's winning in Maine. And you don't know his impact in Maine. And I think that's what the Democrats' dilemma is. His impact, like it's almost what Scott Jennings said. That's their dilemma. He's popular there. He's winning. It's a seat we can get, but it's a year from now. You think this is going to work? Maybe even a couple of weeks from now? No. Because the one thing about Republicans, they are going to continue. Fox News, all the right-wing shit, all on social media, they are going to ridicule the Democrats because of this. So I don't know why the fucking Democrats, the leadership of Democrats, is sitting here not denouncing this nigga and getting him the fuck up out of here. This is what the frustrating part is. Why you stooping down to their level? Let's move on.
And you're also saying that because of that, he's representative of the Democratic Party. You said this is who they are. Who is they?
Look at the polling. Look at the energy.
This is
Look,
not about the
this is
polling.
who
This
they
is
want.
not about the
This is who they want. Bernie Sanders wants them.
It does
The
not-
beating heart of the Democratic Party, where their energy is, wants the Nazi tattoo guy. That's what they want.
95% of Democrats polled in that state. Did say he's Hispanic.
And let me say this. Soon he would have said that, I would have said, well, if that's the case, right? All the racist shit that from January 6th to recent to the young Republicans with their tax shit, their racist shit, that's what your party was. Because it keeps coming out that y'all do racist shit. You got this one incident or this other incidents about violence. And then you got this Nazi. So we like Nazis. Think about what he is saying. Right? This is why this shit is absurd. Right? This shit is mind-boggling to a certain extent. Right? Think about what he's saying. 80-something% of black people are Democrats. So we're okay with this dude? That's what you're telling black people? Because they're in the Democrat Party. I don't care about no other groups. I'm talking about black folks. You think black people are okay with a dude having a Nazi tattoo, and we like Nazis. We like racist pieces of shit like him. That's what you're telling black people. And see, this is where black people that be on these panels. I think Jamel Hill is on this, if I'm not mistaken. This is what I'm talking about, having people to represent us. Stop being this political bullshit. Listen, that's what you telling black people like me? I'm okay with this? Because I don't fuck with Trump and I never vote for any of y'all, but I'm not a Democrat either. But I probably will vote for a Democrat before I vote for you. So you're telling me I'm okay with this Nazi shit. That's what you're telling me? Because you get what I'm saying? But anyway, let's move on.
their value, and that was after the initial.
What was the number?
75%. That's pretty real
75%.
clear politics. So
Well, that's
that was after, and again, who knows? Maybe this ultimately will be disqualifying, what the K-File has reported, but nothing thus far, even very incriminating reports,
because the Democrat leadership, and I give him a little leeway with this, even the dude, right? He said he didn't know it was a Nazi tattoo. We just gonna jump the gun? And it's gonna be like, oh no, he a Nazi. He got Nazi shit. He had a Nazi thing on it. He knew he had one. Oh, huh? You said what? Oh, you didn't know? We gonna try to give you the benefit of the doubt. Listen, what I am upset from that, right? Before we even get to him lying about it, I'm upset with the Democrat Party leadership, strategists, whoever the fuck they are, not vetting this dude. And then the leadership, some of the Democrat people, leadership, or whoever, even Bernie Sanders, you jump behind this dude. Did you vet him? So what the fuck you doing, Bernie? Like, let's move on, man.
To assuage or concern voters and encourage them to drop out. And it's an interesting point because, you know, Bernie Sanders, a lot of folks, even just this morning, continue to stand by him. So I'll see what this new report does.
Let me play what Bernie Sanders
now,
says.
let me say this. I like Bernie. And this is a turnoff for me. This is a turnoff for me with Bernie. Now, I'm really to the point. But listen, I'm a big fan of Bernie. Part of me is going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Because maybe he knows something I don't know. Right? And what I mean by that, maybe this article or whatever it is, in the days to come, we know more about it. These was just people saying that he knew about it. This was Texas or whatever, however it happened. We don't know. But I'm going to give Bernie, part of me going to give Bernie the benefit of the doubt. But a big part of me, I'm wondering what the fuck Bernie Sanders is doing. What the fuck are you on, nigga? And you don't get a pass because you Jewish. You don't get a pass for that. What the fuck you on, Bernie? Listen to Bernie.
About this. Let's play the Bernie clip.
I think that this country is about anything. It's about understanding that every person, me, you, everybody else has gone dark moments in our history, and we go on.
So you're standing by your endorsement?
Absolutely.
Bullshit. 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 This ain't no shit. This ain't no dark shit. No, Bernie, get the fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here, Bernie. So you know he lied too. You know he lied. Nah, Bernie. No, Bernie Sanders. Get the fuck out of here, bro. And this is why Bernie didn't get a lot of the black votes. This is one of the part of the reasons. You don't know how this shit affects black people because he didn't just listen. He said he had his little Nazi shit he had. I get that. That's a big part of it. But a small part of that was that he had text messages talking, stereotyping black folks. Nah, bro. Nah, Bernie. We not rocking with you on that. And like I said, if Bernie continue, unless Bernie's no, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he knows something we don't know. But right now, no. Bernie, I don't know what the fuck you own. And if you own this, if you keep supporting this dude, then I'm not fucking with Bernie Sanders. And if AOC jump on the bandwagon with Bernie, then I ain't fucking with her no more. Nah, bro. No. This could be Jasmine Crockett. Get the fuck out of here. No. No. We can't fuck with him. No. Maybe, listen, like I said, I'm going to give Bernie a small benefit of the doubt. He may know something we don't know. But this shit don't look good. And then you get out here and you get in it on a national platform with reporters and say, "Oh, people make bad decisions. We all not perfect, dark shit that we did." No, nigga, no, no, no. It ain't nothing. Listen, when I tell y'all I might have been homophobic, right? How we used to talk in the hood and shit, right? Even though I had gay cousins, gay uncles, my cousin and shit that similarly looked like me is a transgender, transition from a girl, a woman to a man, right? Grew up with her, love her, still love her to death. But we said a lot of anti-gay shit. But that's just how we spoke. Did I really feel that way? No, but I probably was saying inappropriate shit because that was the times that it was in. But I never hated gay people. But you don't got me. And when I do shows and I talk about shit, even the gay community, you never hear me talk about how I hate gay people or say some anti-gay shit. So, no, Bernie, no. Listen, do we got dark passes? Yes, but not this. Excuse me. No, not this, Bernie. I can't rock with you on this. And like I said, if Bernie Sanders continue to defend this dude, unless he knows something I don't know and something gonna come out, maybe he can defend this shit. Nah, bro. Fuck Bernie Sanders at this point. I don't fuck with Bernie.
Credit card, even for people with bad credit. Credit limit up to $5,500.
Moments in our history, and we go on.
So you're standing by your endorsement?
Absolutely.
That's embarrassing.
So
Yeah, it's
I'm sorry,
embarrassing.
that's embarrassing because
Listen, I'm with Jamel Hill on that. That shit is embarrassing. He said, "Yeah, I'm standing on it. I'm standing up." Oh, damn, Bernie. Damn. And I'm gonna tell you something. If it's all true of what this dude he lied about and everything, it may Bernie. I'm giving it a small percentage. He knows something that we don't know. Benefit of the doubt. If it come to find out that this dude was actually who he was and said what he said and lied, and Bernie Sanders still defend him, we need to be talking about how Bernie Sanders need to be primary. He need to get the fuck out. You don't represent the people no more. And I don't give a, you don't get a pass because you're Jewish. Fuck out of here. You still a white Caucasian. Fuck out of here, Bernie Sanders. Like, yo, seriously, bro. Come on, Bernie. That shit is embarrassing. Like, Jamel here hit that on the note. This shit is embarrassing. And even though Bernie Sanders ain't this in the leadership of the Democrat Party, but he still is a big fucking voice in the Democrat Party. Nah, bro. No. Bernie, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Now you defending a dude. Nah, you defending hate. Come on, Bernie. God damn, bro. I'm with Jamel Hill. I'm almost appalled. I'm appalled, but I'm embarrassed by the shit. Like, God damn, Bernie, I believed in you. Like, what the fuck you on? You standing by what? Yeah, people can change. Not in 6 years, Bernie. Not in 6 years. The fuck out of here, bro. Like I said, maybe he knows. I'm giving him the benefit, a small percent of the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he knows something we don't know about this dude. Like, but nah, Bernie, nah. You better come out with evidence. Because he didn't come out with evidence. He's just saying, yeah, people make bad decisions. No. People don't change in 6 years, Bernie. Real talk. not authentic people. People don't change like that. Come on, bro.
I understand that why the reason so many Democrats are holding the line is because they're looking at the Republicans and they're saying they always hold the line, and it doesn't matter how embarrassing, how awful their candidate is. And so they're saying we need to do the same thing. And I'm saying, no, don't do the same thing. That dude doesn't represent me. We need to assess our entire American political value system. Having a Nazi tattoo should be disqualified. Period. In the sentence. Like,
Facts. I went with Jemele Hill on that. And I don't agree with her on everything, but I agree with her on this. No, Bernie, in the Democrat leadership, get the fuck out of here, bro. No, no, we're not doing Trump in them. We're not sweeping down to that level. Mind you, you won't hear Stephen A. Smith even criticize this. I guarantee you. And if he does, it's always going to be on some coon shit. But he was quick to get out there and disrespect Congresswoman Crockett because of how she was coming off her verbiage. Look what the fucking corporate Democrats are doing. The leadership. They supporting this shit. They supporting this dude. What? And this is why I'm not a Democrat. Let's move on.
This guy doesn't represent the values of the Democratic Party. He represents maybe the values of Maine, which is frightening enough. And I'm just saying that, like, I don't think the way that you return fire.
I don't even think that he's representing the values of Maine. It may be some or majority, but it ain't the whole Maine. But it is what it is. Like I said, this story is going to, listen, it already done blew up in their face, but it's going to get worse. If fucking Bernie Sanders come out there, he came out this bitch defending this dude. What the fuck is Bernie Sanders doing, man? Fuck is Bernie Sanders doing? Man, Bernie Sanders, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get your old goofy ass the fuck up out of here. What you on? Nobody changes that quick, Bernie, in 6 years. Sorry. I don't give a fuck who you are. Nobody changes like that. Shit, people that go to rehab, that got drug addictions or alcohol addictions, don't change in 6 years. What the fuck you on?
The Republicans is by going as low and as ridiculous as they do. Like, you know, you can't stand yourself apart. You know what they say about arguing with a fool? From a distance, you can't tell who is who. And right now, it's like the reason that people make those arguments about both parties being the same is because of stuff like this.
You know,
Facts. Jemele Hill just spoke the gospel on that motherfucking shit. That's why you see Scott Jennings over that bitch. He happy. He's happy regardless. Because now he can throw this situation back in Democrats' face. Just like he throwing this dude in Virginia, the trying to run for the Attorney General for Virginia. They like this shit because look at the other side. They doing it too. The one thing about the Democrat Party that I did like and respect, and still to this day, right? Because I don't think it's the whole Democrat Party, but it's a majority of them. Yo, they get behind stupid shit. Like, they defend stupid shit. They weak. And it's just because they're getting corporate money. And it's politics. They want to win. But that's not what you're there for. You are there to represent the people. The people are not with this corporate shit that you on. And that's why I'm not a Democrat no more. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Bernie said, what the fuck are you doing? Man, please, bro. Let's move on.
You acknowledge that some of this polling that we're talking about is before all of this. There are two things that you should keep in mind. One is that he initially claimed that he didn't know the connection between the tattoo and Nazi symbols. He said while he was in the military, he enlisted in the army. It involves a full physical exam
That's
of
a
all
lie.
the tattoos that he has. It never got flagged. He passed a full background check to receive a security clearance to join
Bullshit.
the ambassador to Afghanistan security detail. Not flagged in any of those situations.
First of all, we know the military structure is on some racist shit too. It been racist. The structure of the military been racist. Now you bring DEI in it, all of a sudden it's discriminating. It been racist. That's why he got away with that shit. If he's saying, let's just say he's saying what he's saying is true, that lets you know about what the military was. I know plenty of black people, family members, friends of mine, that served in the military and will tell and told me personally, it's racist as shit in the military. There's racist there. It's racism there. Like, what the fuck are we talking? Is that like that supposed to give him a pass for that? Black people, think about this. People never want to talk about this. Black people, Black Americans served in World War II to help the Nazis. You know, we were still segregated. We still was being oppressed. We didn't have no rights. We couldn't vote. Like, do you understand? So, like y'all really give a think I like, oh, he came out and said, oh, well, this stuff we was getting. Are you fucking kidding me? Everybody was getting, then you talk about his black friends. They could be stupid, ignorant niggas. We know it's stupid, ignorant niggas that be a part of white supremacy. Look at Brandon Tatum. Look at Candace Owens. Look at Jason Whitlock. And there's a whole bunch of them. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because he said some shit about, you'll hear, hold on, my bad. You'll hear. Let's move on.
However, CNN's reporting today finds that in a 2020 online discussion that he said that the SS Lightning Bolt tattoos were a culture marker within Marine Scout sniper units. That is something that is probably worth scrutiny, if that is true. He also says he has no idea.
He said this in 2020. People, that was 5 years ago. Like, y'all be fucking kidding me, man. Come on, bro. Man, get this dude the fuck up out of here, man. I can't trust nothing this dude talking about. I really genuinely can't. Come on, man. Oh, this nigga, man. Oh. And this is why I'm not a Democrat, bro. I just genuinely, at my core, cannot understand why the Democrat leadership, like y'all, like, what is wrong with y'all? You wonder why, listen, listen, you wonder why Trump is picking up the black vote. Some of the black vote, or a nice little portion of it. It's because of this shit. Y'all be on some bullshit, Democrats. Like, come on, bro. Give me a second. This shit is sad, y'all. I'm waiting on my fucking jerk chickens season. Alexa, where's my deliveries?
For Kenneth, Soda Soft was delivered today at 11 a.m. Jamaican jerk seasoning and one more item should arrive today by 3 p.m. Hoodie and torch lighter should arrive Monday by 10 p.m. Also, I see that your Amazon cart contains 2 items. At any time, to hear what's in your cart and get the order total, just say, check out my cart.
I'm waiting on jerk chicken, man. I'm still talking about 3 o'clock. Damn. The fucking sodas came faster than the goddamn the jerk chicken season.
What they're talking about and about the criticism of it, and I will be sure to inform the black guys I know with bolts that they're Nazis now.
Oh,
So
I got a black friend.
so again,
Okay.
but
Yo,
I do think
think about that, man. Why you bring us in that shit, man? This is what I mean. This is how you listen. Let me say this. Anytime a white person try to bring black people into their racism or some controversial with some type of racism, it's already a red flag right there. Don't bring us in that shit. Don't bring us in that. Because whoever those 4 black people you talking about, we might not even fuck with them anyway. They don't represent the whole black community. Matter of fact, we don't even know who these black friends he talking about. Just think about that. That's why I always think it's insulting when, that's why I don't even like saying sometimes I got white friends, right? I don't even like saying that shit. Because it almost seems like they just talking white people I know and I fuck with, right? But to be real about that, yeah, I only fuck with certain white people. At least I'm honest about it. But they got to be good white folks. I'm just not going to fuck with racist ass white people or be friend racist people. Like, you get white people? Like, no. Listen, I always tell people this. I don't hang around a whole bunch of white folks like that. I don't hang around a whole bunch of Mexican people, Muslims, Chinese. I don't hang around them like that. I hang around my folks more. And less I get older, I don't hang around regardless what your race is. That's just me. At least I'm honest. But listen, I'm not bringing up, I don't even like bringing up my white friends that I fuck with. Like, yo, that shit even sound, for me even to say it sometimes, it sounds fucked up. But for this dude to use that, to my black, and he had a number. See, that's the thing too. That's what make that shit even more racist. He had a number of how many black friends he had. You ready, Lebo? Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. All right, people, my bad. Talking to my wife and shit about dinner. My daughter is picky, yo. She mad picky. She like me. I'm picky how I eat too, but she don't even eat macaroni. Like, that's crazy. She don't eat macaroni and cheese. The shit that she don't eat, bro. And then I always tell people, it's very easy to train kids to eat certain stuff when they're young, right? Especially when they grow up in an environment where they can pick and choose what they want to eat, right? So I didn't grow up that way. My wife didn't grow up that way. So we grew up, we couldn't pick and choose what we ate. Nigga, whatever the fuck was there, we had to eat. These kids now, they can pick and choose what they eat if they grow up in an environment that my daughter grew up in. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't rich, but my daughter ain't poor. Like, she don't grow up in a poor environment. Like, so she eat, whatever the fuck she want to eat in a way. Like, you know what I mean? So it's different how I was raised. And even my wife, it was different. It's different how we was raised and how we had to eat. So my daughter's different like that. And then it don't help that she autistic too. So it's like she got certain things. I think she partly got my OCD a little bit. Like, shit got to be structured the way she kind of want it, so it can be like well, not like, but for her to feel like it's okay. Like, I can do that. My daughter's like that, and I'm like that. Like, she got to be a certain type of way for me to fuck with it, and she picked that up from me. So, listen, my daughter's autistic, but I know she mixed with OCD and shit like that. Like, she got all the shit that I had. So, not all of it, parts of it. And then she got my white personality, and it's just a mixture of crazy shit. Not crazy in a bad way, but it's like, it's a lot to deal with. Put it that way. Not to call it like it's some bad thing. But anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, Jamel's right. Like, you guys, do you see how black people just get thrown into things? This is probably the furthest thing away from black people.
We ain't had nothing to do with that. That's what I'm saying.
Jamel is right. Shit. I got a black friend comment. That's exactly what that was. So I can't possibly be a racist, right? Look at my black friend. Look at my Afghanistan driver.
And listen, and I'm saying it again. When white people can name how many black friends they got, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's a difference for black people, because there's a double standard with that. Because black people say, I got some white friends. We'll say we got some white friends. We don't say we got this one white friend. I mean, here and there we'll do that, but it's very rare we do that. We got white friends. We don't say we got like 2 white friends. We ain't gonna say we got 2 white friends. No, we gonna say we got white friends. I got some white friends. The white friends I have, like, you get what I mean? We're not going to tell you the number of how many white friends we got, because we actually give a fuck about white folks, regardless if we disagree with some of them, right? But like, I can't help where I've been raised, right? And that's why I be saying about white folks, like, you can't help how you was raised, but I grew up with racist, like, white people being racist, right? Racist circumstances. That doesn't mean I wound up hating white people. So how you hate black people? You didn't grow up around a whole bunch of black people, but how the fuck do you hate black people? You hate us all as a whole. Like, how? It's weird. I told you it's a disease. They are mentally ill. Nobody thinks that. No, man. Let's move on.
Hispanic Monopoly man, Geraldo Rivera said yesterday. Like, plus, I want to see this bolt, these 2 S bolts, Nazi tattoos on a black man. I don't believe that shit. After that, I want to see that. And
listen, it's very possible that it is, because, like I said, those black dudes probably did not know that shit stood for that. That's like, I gave the white dude that had the tattoo, I gave him the benefit of the doubt, Because sometimes you don't know. Some people get tattoos a lot and don't shit in Chinese and they don't even know what it is. Chinese tattoos, they don't even know. In Chinese, they don't know. You like, no, motherfuckers come find out, you know that don't mean that. It happens. That's why I give people benefit of the doubt when it comes to certain tattoos. Or tattoos. Like, I give people benefit of the doubt. But when somebody tells you that this tattoo mean that, and then you double down that, oh, nah, nigga, you knew before. So you lied about saying you didn't know what it meant. And that's what he did. That's what it comes off. That's what it seems. All evidence we started to come out about him, he knew about it. He lied to us and said he ain't know. But anyway, let's move on.
Say this. White people out there, what the F is this obsession with this little tweaky murderous freak Hitler? I'm not trying to get anyone riled up, but I need to be direct.
No, it's not that. It's not what you think, right? It's not what a lot of us think. When you are a racist, you like racists. This shit is a cultural thing. It's not, listen, I tell people like this. Nobody is born racist. Nobody. Just like when people, it's scientific shit to say some people are, it is not 100%. Some people come out, the gay people come out the womb and they on some gay shit. They got certain things that happen. They gay. But I don't believe gay people come out being gay. Not a high percentage of it. A lot of that shit come from being sexually assaulted. Being on real talk. And that statistic and that study is very high, as well as some people that may come out a little, but that's a small percentage. Listen, nobody comes out being racist. It's not in your blood. That's why I always tell white people, what the fuck are you mad about when we talking about slavery or we talking about history? I'm not saying you're a racist. Nobody's born racist. So what you upset about? It's what you've been taught. And that's why you feel a way. That's why you upset about DI or, you know, motherfucker racist when they say, hey, you know what? That's why I told you Charlie Kirk was a fucking racist. Wait, motherfuckers talk about the Civil Rights Act was bad. You know a nigga racist after that. Come on, man. You know a motherfucker racist. Ain't no way, bro. You can't justify that. Who the fuck would say that if they ain't no racist? The Civil Rights era was fucked up. Because, oh, y'all had some token black niggas to say segregation was good. That's white supremacy talk. Them coons didn't come up with that. Because I guarantee you, if them coons grew up in segregation and they was continued being treated that way half of their life, or just say 25% to 30% of their life, come on, man. Listen, I respect my brothers and sisters from back in the day that fought for us. I would want to, listen, I would not want to be, Martin Luther King said this shit, so why the fuck would I listen to some modern day cool nigga that tell me about segregation, how good it was? Listen, or not having no rights, right? It's like, I love Malcolm. I don't agree with everything Malcolm said, but I'm with Malcolm on a lot of shit. But no, I'm with Martin on some shit. Nigga, we need our rights. We need to stand for something. We need to come together. I mean, we need to try to get other people to understand this shit ain't okay. But this whole notion that we all was good back in segregation, y'all motherfuckers are crazy. And that's the crazy part about it. How is a motherfucker that never lived in segregation tell us how segregation wasn't that bad? but then tell us we over exaggerate, we playing victim to segregation. We ain't never been through it. But you ain't never been through segregation either. Well, I got parents. So do I. Nigga, I got a grandma who was in segregation. What the fuck you talking about? What that mean? It means nothing. If you on some bullshit. So you seen your parents or your grandparents, they tell you the stories about it, and you chose to say, hey, segregation wasn't that bad. Yeah, all right. Y'all go do the history of when black people, our ancestors, was in segregation. Ain't nobody telling black people, and that's the one thing I don't get, and that's white supremacy talk. As a black person, I am never ever trying to tell black people to play victim. Well, we got to be a victim, but we don't get to ignore reality. Ain't nothing changed of how we been discriminated against. It ain't nothing changed about the white supremacist system in America that holds black people back. Black people thought for years, generations, since the civil rights era, we thought we was the most on welfare. We thought that as people in 2024 and 2025, let's say, 2025, we know that it ain't true. And some still don't know that. It's white people on welfare more than us. They're the welfare queens. And black people weren't educated or knew about it. And we thought that they put that in our psyche. They said all the time, oh, it's black people. We want the free shit. What? Yeah, all right. Black people, stop allowing people to downplay your blackness and who you are. Be proud of being black. And stop allowing these motherfuckers to tell you, oh, we care about more of the free shit. No, it ain't enough black people in America for us to be the only people on welfare. But we thought that for generations. Because where we grew up in our environment, because we didn't hang around white people like that. Even the poor white people, we didn't hang around them like that. But them bitches are poor. When we came back from World War II, who you think got the welfare? We didn't. I tell you this, black folks, Trump just passed that big, beautiful bill, right? The rich took money from the poor to get to the rich. That ain't welfare? What the fuck a billionaire need our money for? We don't get tax breaks, but they do. We talking about billionaires and millionaires. They get tax breaks where we don't. Because you can't, listen, I told you about capitalism and how a country works. You can't everybody can't be rich in a capitalism society. Everybody can't. So it gotta be blue collar people out here, people that's struggling, people that's poor. That's how a country works. I keep telling y'all. That's why I always tell y'all, I'm okay with not being rich. I don't want to be rich. I'm okay. I don't want to be poor, but I'm okay just being okay. I want to live okay. I keep telling y'all, man, stop letting, realize what society is. Capitalism, everybody, the American dream, that's capitalism. Capitalism screwed people. Especially in this country. The rich screws the poor. Every day, every time they get it. You buy shit that you shouldn't even be buying. Listen, I tell people this. I buy shit say I want something. I will put that shit to the side. I really want it. But I'll put that shit to the side for what the fuck I actually need and my family need. I want that shit, but I won't get it. Give a fuck. Like I told you, understand the reality that you live in. Understand that everybody's not going to be rich. We're not going to rich. Everybody want to live and pretend we live in this, like people try to pretend that they got it like that. You don't. You don't got it like that. I don't got it like that. I ain't going to sit there and bullshit people. Nobody got it like that. People pretend that they got it like that and they don't. And they go out and they spend all their money on bullshit. I was looking at, I'm going to tell you some real shit. I'll be honest. I told you, I'll give y'all the real about me. My check last week was on some bullshit. Right? I said, yo, I'm working for nothing. I'm working extra days for nothing and shit, right? Thinking this. Then I thought about it. I say, oh, I'm not really comprehending what I'm looking at, right? Because I said, this can't be right, right? Because I'm thinking what I received last week, I'm going to receive now because I've been working extra shifts, working extra days, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I say, no, hell no, I can't be receiving that. This week, all the fucking work I've been doing for the last couple of weeks. Like, hell no. Man, I woke up. But listen, I was pissed. I was highly pissed because I was like, no, this ain't my fucking pay stub for this week. It can't be. Come find out this is a pay stub from a week before, right? Because I didn't pay attention. Like, I didn't comprehend or, really focus on what the fuck it was saying. Then I look, I say, oh no. Then when I look, I say, oh no, that's the pay stub from last week. No, this is this. So I'm like, all right, cool. And I look at this pay stub. It ain't even came. My pay stub this week didn't even come out yet. It was some shit I seen last week. That was the pay stub I'm seeing. Man, I woke up because I get paid every day. I mean, every day. I get paid every Friday morning. Right? Direct deposit, whatever, right? And that motherfucking check came in. When I looked at my shit, I said, because I was already kind of like discouraged a little bit, but I was like, nah, this can't be my check. And that motherfucking check came in. I say, okay. That motherfucking check came in. I said, hey, I woke my wife up. It was like, fuck. Friday, I woke up. It's about shit. Because I told you, I wake up between 3 to about 5 in the morning. I don't sleep long. I always tell people that. I never sleep long. So it was between 3 or 4. But I know it was like, because when the direct deposit kick in, it's around like 5 something. So it was around like about 5 something. And that motherfucking check came out with my wife. I said, well, I told you I'll be real about shit, nigga. Hey man, I said, baby, we got low on our food and shit. I was telling her that shit last week. I was like, oh no. I said, hey babe, you spend $250 there, spend $250 there. And we ordered from certain spots, right? So it was like, really? I was like, yeah, we'll do that. $250 there, $250 there. I gotta go pay this bill. I'm gonna pay that, but I need you to go do this. Far as our shit. Nigga, we stacked. And we still ain't fully stacked because it's still shit because we didn't, I like you supposed to stack up on shit, and I have been doing it for weeks. And I told you, like, my checks been a little off. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But my insurance went up. So I will receive certain money, but it's not that the same because my insurance went up. That's why I told motherfuckers. Like, I'm a regular nigga. Yeah, yo, the motherfucking insurance went up, bro. My insurance went up. Like, I had to up my insurance. I couldn't even, my standards, they switched, the crazy shit about it, my job switched insurance. The insurance that I had, I didn't even want to, I looked at this insurance, they saying it was better, but it wasn't unless I upped it. So I had to pay more for this insurance. So my checks ain't the same. And then we used to get certain bonuses at work, and it's a lot of shit with that. And we ain't even, like, I'm not even getting them bonuses no more. So that's why I tell people I work a little more. I told you I work 3 days a week. Sometimes I work 4 or 5 days a week. I work 4 or 5 days a week. I'm gonna work 4 or 5 days next week. And there's crazy shit about it. My uncle just passed away. I don't even know when the funeral is. So I'm hoping that this shit don't run into when I gotta work or when I want to pick up an extra day or something. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm in the blue. And listen, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit, right? Because I always be real with y'all, man. Yo, my uncle passed away, bro. I talked to my peoples and shit that day when it happened. I ain't talked to him since. I supposed to been down there. I told him I'd come this weekend. I don't even want to be around that fake shit. Cause I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about me. That mean I gotta act fake, like I'm cool with everybody. I don't even want to do that. Just tell me when the funeral is, man. I'll come to that. But to try to sit there and act like on some kumbaya shit, we all good, I don't want to do that shit no more. I did that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did that shit the last time with my aunt's funeral. I did that with my family. I'm not doing that this time around. We ain't good. We ain't never gonna be good. So I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I'm hurt that my uncle passed away, but this is shit I was trying to prevent how I feel. Right? With my family, like, yo, we need to communicate more. And they that's like, oh, you tripping, you. But I'm like, all right, cool, man. So I'm like, now, nigga, just tell me when the funeral is. I'll go. And I got this thing, like, you know, after the funeral, black people do their funeral, nigga, we go back to my grandma's crib. I don't even think I want to do that. I think I go to the funeral and I'm gonna leave, bro. I don't even want to go act like we good. Like, we're not good. Like, I'm hurt by my family. Like, they don't really get it, but it's okay. But I gotta put some distance between me and my family now. Like, I cared too much. And I gotta stop caring because they don't care no more. They selfish as a bitch. It's the times we in. People don't care. And then probably what's going on, and I just ain't notice it. Because my wife used to always tell me that's the good. It's a gift and a curse that I have. That I care too much. I gotta stop caring so much about people that don't give a fuck about you. And my family, like, everybody notices about me. If you in my family circle, I care. You could be friend or foe. Like, you ain't gotta be blood to me, but if you're in my vicinity of shit, nigga, I care about you like you blood. And I gotta stop doing that. No, I can't stop that. I just gotta understand that sometimes your motherfuckers cross the lines and you gotta let it be. I'm not gonna stop who I am as, like, I care about people. I can't do that. That's not I can't do that. But I gotta understand when people cross the lines, ain't no fixing that shit. And I'm learning how to do it. I'm not perfect, but yeah, man.
When discussing these comments.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah, my uncle passed away. That shit broke me, man. I said, damn. I ain't cried about it yet, though, fully. But because it will happen. Like, I deal with death in a certain type of way because People, you just don't understand. Like, shit, man. People, like, I know people that I know all my life. They're not here no more. A lot of people. That shit was even mad arguing with me because my former ex-girlfriend before I got my wife that I actually cared about, right? I would have been with her if she, I just think we was too similar. Like, I think she knew that, but she passed away like years ago. I didn't go to the funeral because it's a fact, I thought it was inappropriate for me to go. You know what I mean? I didn't know how my wife would, I knew how she felt about it, but she can say, like, it's all right, it's cool, but I know my wife. And, it was just a weird situation. And I really genuinely cared about her, regardless if we was broke up or not. She, like, before we even got intimate or some shit like that, sexual, we was friends first. You know what I mean? We was friends for years before we even had sex. So, it's just one of those things. It was just a weird thing. I lost her. Like, I lost a lot of friends, people. I lost a lot of homies. I lost a lot of family members since I was, shit. I told you, my first death I knew about was my grandmother. And I was young. So death for me is not like what y'all think it is. So, it depends with who the person is that died. How I react to it, because I done seen so much death. You've been around death since, my grandma died when I was about what, 2 or 3, maybe 4, no, 3 or 4, well, 3 or 4 years old. So, a lot of people died, man. A lot of people raised me. A lot of people helped me out in my life. They did. Yeah. It hurts, but I'll be with them soon. Like, nobody lives forever, bro. Like, and that's my thing. And I feel bad to feel that way because, like, even for me, like, we all gonna die, bro. But you have so much death in your life and people die around you so much, it fucks you up a little bit. But anyway, people, leave your comments, hit that like button, support your boy, Mr. OBF. Peace and love to the world.